Spirit begins this next part of the reading where God mimics are revealed to say that that which is light or admixture, which is what Spirit refers to as light and shadow mixed together, that which is light or admixture but lacking love cannot truly reproduce the Godhead or allow the full radiance of God through it. So if you're an artist or a writer or a musician and you're putting something out into the world, and then later on you come across maybe on social media or somewhere that someone has reproduced your work and taken it as their own, that can feel incredibly hurtful on a third dimensional level. And yet, from Spirit's perspective, on the fourth and fifth density level, I should say, I keep interchanging dimensions and density because many people speak to this in dimension, but really we're moving in density, and there are many dimensions within each of these densities. So what I'm trying to say here is that we cannot reproduce the Godhead. And even if someone appears to have reproduced an original something or other from somebody else, that it will not allow the full radiance of God through it. And at best, it can create a simulation that mimics the creation of God. And so while this happens, of course, on the 3D level all the time, this is also how this particular universe, not how it was originally designed, but when it was hacked, if you will, it became a simulation that mimics the creation of God. And so for a time, several thousand years, the God of this world had dominion over this simulation. And the God of this world was not the loving God, the wise God, the all-knowing God that we speak to as source energy. It was what we might call demigod or creator God. And it is the matrix and the world of the light bearer. And as the world transitions from one density to the next, we will shift the dominion of power from that which mimics to what is the original blueprint. We are moving from the beast system of predator prey consumption energy, once again, back into the original blueprint. Divine creator has intended for this planet. So this was originally a ninth density planet. It was a place for the soul to come and kind of experience, at first, a sort of physicality, because it was still more of a light body than it was a physical form. But over time, a physical reality, a place where, you had to have a space of time or energy between that which you thought and that which you made manifest. And when this planet was shifted into the simulation or the great fall of consciousness, we fell into this third density, which is, based on kind of this primal fear. We think about maybe the time of the dinosaurs and this energy, this ancient energy of primordial fear. And we've been working through that as a species. And now we are now moving up through fourth density, which I always call nightmares and dreamscapes, because some of it is absolutely stunning and amazing. And some of it makes you want to turn around and be that guy in the Matrix who went back and ate the steak. So we have to remember that even though this looks pretty foobarred on some levels, the divine creator actually intended, or allowed is probably the better word, not intended, but allowed for this to take place, and is now bringing the original blueprint and the original divine intention back into the bedrock of this planet. And indeed, it's actually already always been there, but this simulation has been allowed to kind of play out, all the world's a stage type of energy, in order for us to have these particular experiences. So authenticity is what creates a strong frequency within us. When someone has a strong frequency, when they are being their authentic self, even if that authentic self is slightly annoying or irritating, it will still give off a frequency which is strong, which can change the energy of a room. And Spirit said that our authenticity is what creates this strong frequency within us, which then allows us to deepen in our power and strength, and actually have the quantum charge and the magnetism to not only change a room, but to change the whole world with our inner realms. And so when we are doing our inner work to balance and to harmonize and to integrate our inner and outer realms, we are raising our vibration then, and that allows us to live above the weave with this expanded perspective and this felt sense of knowing our reality, where we're tuned into our subtle energy body as our primary navigational guide. So where the heart then is where the frequency, our authenticity, and our vibration, kind of where we are keeping our energy levels, where we're keeping um, our what do I want to say, like our heart mind focus, that comes into the center as the true cross, the center of which is 0 point and is our access to the wisdom of source essence. And here Spirit says all healing, all initiations, and all perceived challenges lead us now into this singular point of awareness.